What's up, you guys? This is Karma's 25-cent tea, where it doesn't cost too much to sip tea with me. For a quick second here, I wanted to get into a short topic that's been on my mind lately with the COVID and with things like the George Floyd situation and the death of him, and how things have become a little bit chaotic when it comes to support. And that's my topic today, support. I just wanted to touch base on that and some things that's on my mind and some things that are on my associates' mind and some of my friends as well. And I just want to start off by letting people know that I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I'm just simply telling you how I feel, things that I've learned from activists. Some might call themselves leaders, and people in general who just know what they're talking about and come with receipts, and I choose to pass that down. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing here. I just want to put that out there for anyone who might think and hear me say some things and feel like they should have to do that. No, I just want to give you some insight on my knowledge, what I'm learning, what I want to learn, and what I want to pass through, to everybody else. So with that being said, I wanted to get into support. And when I'm talking about support, naturally, I am talking about a variety of things. Support can be a variety of things, and some of those would be things like businesses, family, friends, of course, fast food, the internet, fundraisers, franchises, entrepreneurs, enterprises, little businesses, big businesses, community businesses, and last but not least, jobs. So that's a little insight of what I was getting to and getting around. I might not get to touch base on everything because I don't want to have anyone sleeping on me. So bear with me. I'm going to simply just go over roughly a few topics on support and what I have to say, and maybe you can pass that along to your siblings, friends, associates, colleagues, co-workers, or simply for yourself. And please don't hesitate to give me some feedback, good, bad, in the middle. There's always room to grow. So yeah. So on support, I think I want to start by talking about support with businesses, because when the rioting, the looting, and stores closing down, you kind of notice that everything was like tight in the butt. Like there was not a lot of places to get things like food and clothes and miscellaneous things that aren't that big, but are big to some people. Not like myself, but just some people in general. So yeah, things like that. And with that being said, when we did have those type of things going on, it was hard to find those food and clothes and a little bit of everything, stuff people like to do, like getting their hair done. You couldn't get your hair done because the store was either looted or scared of being looted and shut down. And I just wanted to let y'all know on my inside what I've seen and what's going through my mind when I see the support system and things that's going on since then. So since then, I've seen a lot of businesses fail, and a lot of them had great insurance or just insurance in general, and were able to come back from that. And I've also seen I don't know what big word to use. I try to learn new words every day, so bear with me with that. I tried to find myself looking at other people's businesses and how they're coming about, and I noticed that everyone is like bandwagoning certain things. Like everyone's doing something. I see a lot of people doing stuff like lashes and waist trainers and food and shirts. Everybody's businesses are rising since that happened, and I'm happy to see it more than ever now. Everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody's their own entrepreneur, activist, leader, whatever. I consider myself an activist. So everyone's doing something, as they seen how things could be taken away from us so easily. We gotta all have something on the backboard, plan B, C, A, because everyone usually has a plan A, and if you don't, try that. But I always I always try not to keep my eggs in one basket. So that's having an A, B, and C, D, E, F, whatever, plans. And with that, I see a lot of people doing a lot of the same things and, of course, a lot of different things. And I just come to find out that if you're not like Facebook famous, or if you don't have a lot of money, or just someone like myself, I'm not always good with my words, or which is fine, long as I know what I'm saying. I don't have to be like some big philosopher on words and things like that, but just as long as everyone can understand me and I don't make a fool of myself, I'm cool with that. So since people don't have things like that, like myself, I see they are not having an uprising on their business, company ideas, or things they might want to do or need support on because of popularity. So, for example, I see a lot of people doing lashes, a lot of logos, hair. This is all good things, but it's hurting certain people because we're not Facebook famous, or we don't look the part. We're not lashed out. We're not in Versace, Calvin Klein, all this type of stuff. We're not looking the part, so we're not getting the support that we desperately would need. You don't have to be wearing all of that to get support. And that's just a big thing. So I think we all need to work on that. And it's sad to see that we have to look apart. Well, I feel like you don't have to look the part, because I know some people like Dave Chappelle and Dr. Sebi, those type of people, they probably they are in a position where money's not a problem. And also, they don't look like what they have. You don't have to wear what you are. You don't have to get a lot of money and look like it. You can easily profit off not spending all your money on materialistic things you cannot take to the grave with you, things that you can't leave for your family. You can leave money for your family, but 9 times out of 10, if you don't teach them proper notice of things with money, business, how to manage it, and things in that nature, that you're just wasting the money that you put up. So I see that it's pretty sad that our community, everyone's community everywhere, Los Angeles, we're not supporting each other if it's not like looking the part. Like, look at me. I'm in my apartment. I don't have a suite. I don't have an office. I do have some big friends and supporters and associates who help me share and get myself out there. But since I don't look the part, there's some things that that people are lacking to know about me, because they won't give me a chance because I don't look this part. So that's another thing with support. We gotta we gotta stop going off popularity or who's watching it or who's going and all that stuff, because you're gonna miss out on so much. People, money come and go. One day you could be on and you could be off. One day I can be here and the next day I could be in a suite and stuff like that. So you don't just try to knock people for what they look like and see. So the business things, that's a big thing on my list for support. We need to support each other with all types of stuff, because the next thing, I want to get into would be things like fast food. A lot of people are selling food, cakes, tea, body washes, scrubs, a variety of things, and the support is whack. Like, why? Listen to this. Why is it that we can go to McDonald's and it's on your brain, just to let you know, it's on your brain all the time, in your mental, oh, I want McDonald's. Oh, I wish I had enough money to get this from McDonald's. There's commercials, there's all that. Things that people with small businesses don't have right now, like commercials and things. So stuff like McDonald's, Wendy's, and stuff is always on your brain because it's constantly in commercials on your phone, when you're outside, radio, everywhere. So it's easy for your mind to get brainwashed with McDonald's and stuff like that. But why is it so easy that you can trust someone like McDonald's and Wendy's and Subway and all these different type of restaurants that you don't know where the food's coming from, how it's processed, You know, who's touching it? What's going on? All that. Why is it so easy for us to go there and put our money into some business that we know nothing about? Why? What gave you like some type of idea that it was just okay, is you're willing to spend your money on it and in it? So what's in your head? What clicks? Like, oh yeah, I'm getting McDonald's because I know for sure it's good. I'm gonna be full. My money's good there. I don't know. There's not too much with you getting McDonald's. There's not a lot of perks to it. Oh, you might win a raffle for $10,000, $100. You might win an Xbox. I don't know what people are what you're benefiting from McDonald's, Wendy's, and stuff other than a temporary hunger. You know, you're getting fed. What every human needs, you need to eat. Why is it so easy to eat McDonald's? And mostly I'm saying McDonald's because it's really popular, and Subway and what else? Arby's, all that type of stuff. Why it's so easy to do that? But then you see people like myself. I have a I have some food things going on. Okay, I'm a little lost for words right now. I'm doing my own thing with food, and I see a lot of my friends doing their own things with food. Why is it so hard for our community and people around the world to support us? But you're so willingly and eagerly finding ways to get to McDonald's, DoorDash, and Grubhub, begging and paying your friend to take you to Wendy's, going to the club and go hitting up Wendy's and Subway and Arby's and all this type of stuff. Why is it so easy to go there? But then you see people like myself and my associates and my friends in my daily world. Why is it so hard for them to get business when you can honestly see where we're going with the food? Supporting us could potentially lead to something bigger that you could be a part of. You're not getting anything from McDonald's. How could you trust somebody that you don't even know or know what you're eating? But then you got your face turned up at someone like me when I'm selling things, whatever I choose to sell, food, bakery items. You got your face turned up. You're nervous about my food and what I have going on, but you're not nervous about McDonald's and Wendy's. Why? Please tell me. I'm going to tell you what I think. Also, I'm going to tell you what the great Dr. Sebi told me. He says, "What you are what you eat." And I know people have heard that before, but you literally are what you eat. So you go to McDonald's, you get that burger. You might be full. It might taste good. There's so much stuff in that food that is hurting you in the process, and your children. You trust McDonald's and Wendy's to feed your children these things and acids and stuff like that, but you can't support your own neighbor or things like that in that nature. What might be a little bit safer most of the time. I think my food might be safer than, I know for sure my food will be safer and more better. It'll be better than McDonald's or Subway. Like, the kids are literally eating what you eat. So let's say you're pregnant. Oh, your body's telling you that you really need a burger, and it has to come from McDonald's because you're fiending it and you're thinking about it, and you see commercials and things, and just in that nature you see people get pregnant and just, oh, my baby want this, my baby want that. Your baby didn't tell you that. You know what it is? MSG. MSG makes you crave it. They'll put it in this food so you come back. There's not a lot of people like myself or the people, your neighbors or people in general, who are just sprinkling MSG in their food. But these businesses are Chick-fil-A, all that, they're all putting MSG in there, and it's like crack for us. If they put in your food, you want to go back. You want that burger. You want all that. But you don't know, is what Dr. Sebi said, is what you're putting into your body is causing you to be obese, angry, sick. Like, this food is making us sick. It's making your child sick. Not right now. They're fed and they're craving it. Mom, I want McDonald's. Mom, I see McDonald's. Can we get McDonald's? Mom, there's Wendy's. Can I get a 4 for $4? Can I get a $5 footlong? Things like that. Excuse me. They're craving this because there's something in it, and it's not good for your child. You're wondering why people are popping up with cancers and tumors and stuff like that because you're eating stuff that has not been properly made. Dr. Sebi said that there is not enough cows for places like McDonald's and Wendy's to be making the burgers that they make, the process and how much they sell in a day. There's not enough cows for that. So what are you really eating, you know? Subway just came out and was forced to tell you that you're not even eating bread. And their motto is to eat fresh. They had to come out after being in business for God knows how long. I have to look into that. But they've been in business for a good amount of time, at least since in my 23 years they've been around, saying eat fresh, eat fresh. Why is it now that someone's forcing them to come out and let you know that you haven't been eating bread when you already been eating it for some amount of years or days, you know? Me, I don't even know. I've ate it from time to time as a child and stuff, but I've ate it more in my adult years, my little 4 or 5 adult years. I've been eating Subway a little bit more, not knowing that I was not eating bread, you know? I trusted the Eat Fresh movement. For God knows why I felt like I should trust Subway more than myself or food that I could go out and get myself. I don't know why I felt it was safer or better for me. I really don't. So things like the food that we eat, the support is big for those restaurants. Not knowing that you're paying these folks to mess you up. Dr. Sebi said, we're in America, there's a problem always somewhere with overpopulation. And these companies are feeding you things that they know are bad. They have excuse me, they have like facts on the back of things, but these aren't everything. This isn't everything that's in it. They just put down a list of things, you know. I'm pretty sure the list can get pretty far to where, you know, it can't be labeled. They're choosing what they want to put on that label. You can go look it up, but everything is not on there that's in that food. And Dr. Sebi says, why are you trusting someone who don't give an F about your life to feed you? They don't care anything about you, anything that you do, what you got going, how much money you have. They want to make money. And when you want to make money, that's when evil comes in the way, because you'll do anything to make money. We don't care if 20 kids going to have cancer. This kid's only going to live for this long because you're eating burgers and fries and feeding it to your 2-year-old who looks like they're 10 because you're feeding them food that's not really food, and it's expanding in their body and blowing them up. And titties are bigger than yours and stuff because you're feeding them hormones and things that aren't food but appear to be food, you know? I know people spend all this time going on YouTube looking at certain things, but go on YouTube and see how long a burger lasts in your house without being touched for periods of time, long periods of time. It looks the same. Nothing gets moldy. You know why? Because it's not food. Food naturally gets old. Why isn't your burger like naturally growing mold and stuff like that from sitting out? Why? Twinkies and things like that. Why? Ask yourself that next time you're at McDonald's, Wendy's, and Subway. All of that stuff in that nature. You are what you eat, literally. And Dr. Sebi said these type of things are making you angry. You know, I just found out today that peppermint freezes the brain. Yet we have it in our coffee. We're sucking on it for ACT tests. They used to give out peppermints for the test. Lots of peppermints. I remember at one point you could only get peppermints, and then they started giving us fruit snacks and stuff, another type of sugar. You know that sugar kills your cells. I think it's your white blood cells. They kill your cells. Sugar kills those cells, and then what are you left with? Little things, and then you wonder why you're coming up with all this different stuff, and your urge to go to doctors so they can give you some more stuff that might help things like I have asthma. They might give me something that might help my asthma, but then mess with my kidneys. So then I'm debating on if I want to breathe, or do I want to breathe and then have problems with my kidneys, or do I want to care about my kidneys but have a hard time breathing? Like, they're making you choose. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. He says that peppermint and sugar in general, it causes you to like MSG. It causes you to like we kind of know with the children, we'll give them sugar in their height and all that, but I didn't know that when you're eating sugar or you're eating certain foods that are bad for you, you build up this type of mood of anger. And you probably not throwing stuff or shooting people and stuff, but like you're all wild up. Like go check this out. Go check Dr. Sebi out. He lets you know that you are what you eat. The food actually is making you a certain way. It's making you outraged because you're not supposed to be eating it. That sugar, it's bad for you. It tastes very good. God knows it tastes so good. But it's bad for you and it's bad for your child. So maybe you should show them the right way. ASAP. While you're ahead. While I'm still learning. And I have a little bit more on what we should and should not be eating, but I don't want to get everyone all scared away because some of this stuff I still eat, but I'm working every day to get it out of my diet, you know. Just like Dr. Sebi, he said that he hasn't been this person all his life. For 30 years, he said he was eating garbage, and I feel like I've been on this earth for 23 years and I've been eating garbage, you know, and I still have time right now to fix that and change that and learn about it and spread the word, you know. So that's what I'm here for. And I'll just go off and say a little bit other things that are on here. Carrot juice. He said carrot juice is full of acid and it is horrible for you, but yet it's in everything and they tell you that it's good. These people don't care about you and you're so willing to give them your money, but you don't want to help out your neighbor who's selling cookies from scratch, but you want to go to McDonald's and get a cookie they're going to warm up in the microwave that came out the freezer. Why? Please tell me why. Enlighten me. But I'm gonna leave on that note. I will get back to support. There's a lot on my plate for support. I know it's late and I do want my friends to obtain this information in a short period of time, so I'm gonna keep it rather short. I do want to apologize in advance. I've been skipping out on my Fridays. I plan to be on my podcast every Friday, but I've been having a hard time juggling Karma's Munchies and Karma's 25 Cent Tea podcast, and I'm moving in a quick hurry here in 2 weeks. So I'm a busy gal, so bear with me, and I'm not here to steer you wrong. So follow me, give me some support, hit that like button, get it cracking for me so I can continue to do that. Maybe if I blow up, halfway blow up, get enough support to where I can get some money coming from YouTube, if my friends shall put their trust in me and know that I'm not steering them in the wrong direction, get ahead, you know. So make sure you like, subscribe, tell your friends about me. It wouldn't hurt nobody to mention me in your conversation, you know. It don't hurt nothing. It might help, and that's not a problem at all. But yes, this is Karma's 25 Cent Tea, where it doesn't cost too much to sip tea with me, and I'll hit you guys next Friday. Thank you.